which has been amazing. The mentor material is so very good. And the diversity of our team, from a psychiatrist to financial advisor, it has been eye-opening for me. I love the technology that we're working on. With this program, the technology is already there, but as to come out as a team to make ourselves unique and different, it has been a fantastic ride. I think the biggest thing I can say is, even if there's a group of diversity from people from all different fields, if you come together as a group and you have a passion about something and you really want it to work, it can happen. And that's what I think we've done with our team.
My name is Ivan Ortiz. I am the president of the STQsawburst Corporation. I'd like to thank the judges for your community service and the audience for your participation. Recently, Coach filed a lawsuit against the Fort Lauderdale swap shop because they were selling counterfeit Coach bags. The swap shop owners stated that there was nothing they could do in order to monitor the items that over 1,000 vendors were selling. Eventually, the lawsuit settled for $5.5 million. I haven't shared this story with my wife yet, and please do not tell her that she has a fake Coach bag. STQsawburst can provide the counterfeit product protection that some of these shop owners require. Let's see. Product counterfeiting is a major threat to the global economy. It accounts for $600 billion in counterfeit products. It accounted for $600 billion in counterfeit products in 2008. With a projected $1.7 trillion by 2015, and accounts also for $200 billion in fake drugs that are sold annually. And with an impact to consumer safety that's immeasurable, not to mention the 2.5 million lost jobs it's responsible for. It's much like a black hole. Everything that gets near it gets sucked in, and nobody knows where it goes to. Product counterfeiting is a crime of the 21st century. We have several segments that we're addressing in our business plan, and there are many different market segments. But the ones we're addressing in the business plans are luxury goods such as watches, designer bags, pharmaceutical products, and surgical medical devices. The counterfeiting market, it's one that's in its infancy, with a tremendous growth potential. In 2014, it's estimated to hit $67 billion, and in 2019 is projected to reach $129 billion, with a growth rate of about 13%. How do we compare against our competitors? Very well, I would say. Our tags have a range that's close to 40% greater than the competition. It is more energy efficient than our competitors, requiring less transmit power and the utilization of mobile devices. It's a fully portable solution with track and trace technology that cannot be duplicated, real-time authentication, processed through a cloud database that's secure and encrypted. And not to mention the exclusive NASA extended range RFID patents that we have. Our sales strategy is as follows. We will primarily focus on large and medium-scale corporate customers, selling directly to them, to the manufacturers. Our first product release will be, in year one, will be the Lux brand, addressing the luxury goods market space. Year two, we will release the Pharma brand that will address the pharmaceutical product market space. And in year three, the Med product line that will address the medical and surgical devices. Well, what does our product look like? Well, it's basically composed of 4 major components. The first component is the NASA patented extended range RFID tag, the STQsawburst reader adapter. Something went wrong. The mobile application that resides on the mobile device, and the cloud database that's secure and encrypted. Well, how does this all work? You think that not everything that comes from NASA is not rocket science. And this is a very simple way it has a very simple operating process. Let's take a look at the market space that addresses the luxury brands, like, for example, a Coach bag. We will develop a tag that will be embedded in the bag at the point of manufacture, not visible to the consumers or any point along the supply chain path. Our bumper black residing in a smartphone with a reader adapter will send an RF signal that scans the tag inside the bag to determine whether it's real or not. The tag in turn will respond with indicating that it's with all the proprietary unique ID encrypted information that it has that was inserted at the point of manufacture. The phone in turn communicates this information to the database application that resides in the cloud. The cloud verifies and validates this information and determines that it's authentic, and it communicates back to the smartphone indicating it indeed is authentic. Our business plan highlights the following major highlights in the financial projections. First, we project that in year 3 we will break even. In year 5 we will be generating over $10 million in operating income in cash over revenues of $25 million. How do we make all this happen? Our business plan calls for 4 major deliverables. First one being the prototype tag that will happen towards the end of 2015. The second delivery will be the release of the Lux brand that occurs at the beginning of 2016, followed by the Farmer brand delivered towards the end of 2016, and finally with the Med brand that will be released towards the middle of 2017. In order to make the plan, execute the plan, we will need the funding in the following manner. At the beginning of startup operations, we will require seed funding in the amount of $500,000. Tranche 1 of $2 million to coincide with prototype tag delivery. And tranche 2 of $2.5 million to coincide with the release of the Lux product brand, for a total investment of $5 million. In closing, I'd like to show you that we do have a working prototype. And this is going to give us a tremendous head start in our product development cycle. So, counterfeiting is the crime of the 21st century, and we're here to solve it. Thank you very much. And we will take questions at this moment.
I'd like to ask again who the primary customer will be. Obviously, you have luxury product manufacturers, but then you also have to sell this app to or would the app be free, or how would it work for the consumer?
The strategy is to sell directly to the manufacturers, and we would take their proprietary unique identification information from the products they made, put it in our cloud database system, and then the way we would charge our customers, it would be based on per product basis. We would charge them $5 to $7 per product on the $5 to $7 per product. And with the margin is close to 80% margin. Yes, sir.
Can you talk a little bit about the competition? What are manufacturers using now, if anything?
Manufacturers have been using a number of anti-counterfeiting techniques. There's about 25 of them that are active in the market, but only 4 have recently started using RFID technology. In RFID technology, it's a very robust system that the benefit that it has outsmarts or it's better than the rest of the technologies out there, like holograms, barcodes, that type of thing.
Thank you. Two We'll give you one more question there, Richard. Thank you.
So tell me about the pharma side. How do you, I understand that there's a bar strip that goes into the handbag or the luggage. What happens on a pill? When you're talking about the pharmaceutical side of this, I understand the packaging, but what about the actual, down to the actual pill level?
That's an excellent question. It turns out that in phase 2, our technology is going to evolve a little bit. Originally, we're dealing with 928 megahertz that requires a tag that's about 20 by 30 millimeters size. In a pharma situation, we are going to use a technology that reduces the size of the tag down to 2 and 3 millimeters, utilizing 2460 gigahertz of information. And the idea is not to put it in the pill, but put it in the packaging. Some people say, well, that you can tamper with the packaging, but because of the track and trace technology, that we will track the pedigree and the integrity of the package through the supply line, that gives us an assurance that it should be pretty a safe and reasonable way of tracking this information.